just me personally, I'm 100% in favor of it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
We didn't take a formal resolution to, as a board. Yeah, but individually, I think everybody's supported it in different ways, but it's not our form of government to say, yes, vote for this, because it's a different political entity than the village.
Got it.
Ed, go ahead. Ed wants to
Thanks,
make a
President
comment.
Winnicke.
Uh-huh.
First of all, you are one of probably all of us at one point that were like, wait a minute, who's the village, who's the township, it's confusing. And, you know, we're working on that to try to make it easier for everybody, but we get it. Neil Anderson is a man that runs Luau Coffee right here on 64. I'm not, you know,
You're not-
anything for the business.
you're not selling his coffee,
What I'm
are you?
saying is, he has said to me, if anybody asks about open space, send him my way, because he is one of the people that is working on that. And he can
Okay.
put you in touch with more literature, he can put you in touch with more people that are doing it, and also, they may still have some public events. They were doing that to try to get more input, more questions like you're having, and to be able to answer those. So,
Got it.
if you can't reach the township folks directly, Neil Anderson at the coffee shop will be able to help you out.
Okay, so talk to Neil. Okay, so that vote's coming up April 1st, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And, okay, so that's for the open spaces. So we have a proposed referendum, 17.2 million. With that, our taxes are gonna go up $588 or something per 100,000?
You'd have to ask them for the numbers.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So related to that then, I guess, open space sounds fantastic to me. I guess the big question that I have, given where I live up on Danker, is the money that's going towards the roads. My mother-in-law won't come to visit us because she's worried that her car is going to get damaged or get a flat tire because of the potholes. My wife has gotten a flat tire
Okay.
because of the potholes. I understand that this year Danker's going to get repaved, is that correct?
That's correct. But Scott, I have your phone number. Is the phone number? Yeah, I have your phone number on your sheet here. I will give you a call tomorrow, and we can talk more about it, because you're really given 3 minutes to speak.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't
And-
know. I didn't know I had a
yeah,
limit.
it's just procedure. so-
Okay.
But thank you.
All right, thank you for your time.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here.
There's no one else.
Okay, I'd like to call up Timothy McPhillips, our treasurer, for just a brief message.
Yeah, this is for the board. I apologize. I am not on the agenda, but I have sent you, as I usually do during the month, the 10-month year-to-date financials. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them now, after the police department gives their report, or you can contact me at any time. Okay? I know some of you are asking about the audit. It has been severely delayed. There are two reasons for that. One, we had some mapping issues that, when they first set up the software 8 years ago, became an issue this year. And also, there is a extreme shortage of CPAs throughout the country. And I'm not promoting a shortage for CPAs for a raise. Just, I want that on the record.
Thank you, Tim. Okay, moving on. Officer of the Month, Doug Cusick, and Chief Levan will take over for a moment.
Thank you. We started this year the Officer of the Month. So in January, we all know Stavi received that recognition. So for February Officer of the Month, it's actually going to be Officer Doug Cusick. So Doug's been with us a long time. He does an amazing job. He does a bunch of good things. But as we discussed the last board meeting, he was instrumental in helping find a elderly male subject with dementia that ended up in our jurisdiction. He was 3 hours from his home in Madison, Wisconsin. So if it wasn't for Doug's work, and also, as I mentioned previously, Stavi played a big part in this, but Doug went above and beyond, so I was happy to say that they were able to locate the missing subject. He was transported by Fox River to Del Nor. He ended up getting a clean bill of health and was reunited with his family and then driven back to Madison. So if it wasn't for Officer Cusick's work, this could have ended much differently. If this gentleman who did not know where he was at continued going east on 64, he would eventually made his way to Chicago. Nothing against Chicago, but the outcome could have been a lot differently. So at this time, I'd like to recognize Officer Cusick for being the February Officer of the Month.
Yay. Speech. Oh, the clapping. Oh. I know. Oh. Oh. Okay, moving on, now the coda's here. We have Proclamation 25-01, K-9 Officer Coda, and I will read the proclamation. I think this, yeah, it works. K-9 Officer Coda. Whereas K-9 Officer Coda has served the village of Campton Hills since 2019, and the village of Campton Hills is proud to recognize the invaluable service and dedication of K-9 Officer Coda. And whereas in 2019, the police department saw the need and benefit of a Department K-9 unit, and so proposed the idea to the village board. With the funds raised, the village was able to purchase Coda, a male Czechoslovakian German Shepherd, and was able to locate and obtain a 2013 Chevy Tahoe, which was fully equipped with all the necessary police and safety equipment to be used as a K-9 unit vehicle. And whereas K-9 handler Chief Levand and K-9 officer Coda played a vital role in maintaining the safety and security of our community. And whereas K-9 Officer Coda is a certified dual-purpose K-9 officer trained in narcotics detection, tracking, searching, handler protection, article searches, apprehension, and cadavers. And whereas the K-9 unit has been requested in locating armed criminals, lost and missing people, and suicidal subjects. Assisted in building and article searches, police and civilian protection, and narcotics detection. K-9 Officer Coda could be seen at community events and school programs, and whereas K-9 Officer Coda was an asset to other local police departments and Kane County when K-9 officers were needed at a scene and assisted 40 outside agencies during his career. We're almost done, Coda. And whereas K-9 Officer Coda has taken part in over 100 demonstrations during his career, including schools, universities, and community events, where his training and skills were put on display for the public. And whereas K-9 Coda retired from police work in late 2024, but will remain an important part of the police department and community, making appearances at special events while enjoying retirement with his K-9 handler, Chief Levand. And I have one more paragraph, but please at the end don't clap, because he gets very nervous. Now therefore, be it proclaimed, the President and the Village Board hereby extend their gratitude to K-9 handler, Chief James Levand, and K-9 Officer Coda for their hard work and achievement, and K-9 Officer Coda's storied career providing invaluable service to the village of Campton Hills and surrounding departments, as well as gratitude to the many public and department members who, through generous donations, help make the Village of Campton Hills K-9 unit a reality. Thank you. Speech, Chief?
Not a speech, but just a few things. So thank you. That was very nice of the president, the board. We appreciate it very much. So, but there also has to be a little bit about the K-9 program here. This actually was a lifelong dream of mine as a police officer, so I got to fulfill that in a small community like Campton Hills, which is amazing. But I also, besides the board that's currently sitting, including our village president, I have to give thanks to the former village president, President Tyrell, and the board at that time that was also sitting, because they were the ones that said, yes, let's do this, we support it. So without that, it wouldn't have happened at that time. I've been fortunate to be partnered with CODA. We got CODA for many different reasons, and we knew he would have a positive impact on the community. I don't think we actually knew how much it would be, because residents may not know my name, they may not know the other officers' names, but I promise you they know CODA's name. We have been very fortunate. We've worked hard doing this, but CODA has done over 400 calls since he's been out there. 3 years he's worked for North Central Narcotics and high drug trafficking cases. We've been able to do a lot of great things, but the stuff with the schools and the community is the best part of the job by far. So I have to give a big thanks to the community, because when we started this program was that the village was not going to be able to fund this to have the extra financial resources. It was up to the community. So since the program's been in existence so far, it's roughly about $130,000 that ran this program through its entirety, and that was because of the residents, the businesses, and people who cared about the program. So it's a huge thank you to our community. Yes, CODA's retiring from police work, but he will still stay around to be a part of community events. Unfortunately, we're going through some medical things with them right now that we're trying to figure out. So, but it's been fun, so thank you.
Any other comments? Yeah. Tom.
Deputy Chief. So I have to give thank you. So first I have to give thank you to Officer Matt Adams, who came to us from Chicago PD, was aware of their program for when they retired their K-9 unit, and got us in contact with the company that made the statute. I have to thank Officer Dan Hatt, who helped me go get the statue from the city. I have to thank President Winicki and Village Administrator Rooney, who blessed the project, the village board, who also gave the go-ahead for us to go forward with it. I have to thank my sister-in-law, who's in the back, who painted him. So we got you a present.
So one more quick thing. So I know you're going to touch on it here with the refreshment part of it, which is a pretty amazing cake. So, and that cake came from a generous supporter of our National Night Out, everything else. Most people know him as Hot Dog, but he's AKA Santa Claus, who comes to our holiday in the hills. They covered the cake as a donation, so it didn't cost the village anything, so I appreciate that. CODA is going to stay for a few minutes to get pictures, to say hi, everything else. But again, he's dealing with some medical issues, so we're going to get him out shortly after he says hi to everyone so we can get him home.
Okay. So we're going to adjourn for a recess? I think so. Okay, we're going to adjourn for a recess, and I don't have 10 minutes. Yeah, maybe about